Hey everyone, Shebim here and welcome back to another concept here on WWE 2K19. Now this one is Throwback. Now this is an interesting one that both myself and PJ Toby are really eager to do. It all depends on what you guys want to see, I suppose. This is going to be a lot more retro than we've done before. This is going to be sticking mainly to just the 80s when wrestling was really at its up and coming. We'll be utilising people like these two in the ring. The $1 Million Man, Dusty Rhodes. Obviously Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Warrior, Randy Savage, Ricky Steamboat, Ric Flair, Sting, all those sort of guys. And it'd be a fantastic roster to really play around with it. It's different to anything else we've sort of done over the previous times. So I think a lot of our rosters can overlap quite a lot. And this one would really be a way to just utilise a lot of the other people we don't often get a chance to see. And who knows, if you're a bit younger, you might get a chance to learn a bit more about some of the legends of wrestling. And of course, if you're a little bit older out there and you remember this sort of style, it's a good chance to reminisce and see the good stuff. Now I think if we did do this universe mode, it might be slightly longer than some of the others, because what I would want to do is I would probably try and get it through maybe a 4-month process. So that'd be obviously Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, Survivor Series and WrestleMania, just trying to get the big 4 from that time as well. I think it'd be really cool. Like I said, we've got some fantastic matches and historic feuds we can recreate. I mean, Flair versus Steamboat, Hogan versus Andre, Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior, Steamboat versus Savage. So many amazing things we can do. We couldn't utilise the old Undertaker as well, I think. Like classic Undertaker. PJ Toby's got some ideas for old-fashioned stables, utilising, for example, the $1 Million Corporation and people like that. So it would be a really interesting universe mode to do. And I think we can really do a lot more with this one, rather than letting the universe mode sort of dictate where it wants to take us. I think trying to live back through some of the great parts of history, I think would be a really nice thing to do. Almost like a showcase mode, I suppose, if you look at it that way. But yeah, I'd love to see some of the top old names. Like I say, we've got $1 Million Man here and Dusty Rhodes. Of course, we've got Roddy Piper available in the game now. We'll be looking to add tag teams like Legion of Doom, Demolition, Warlord and Barbarian. Even the classic Hart Foundation, so Bret Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Looking at British Bulldog and the Dynamite Kid as well. And not necessarily just this side, we can look at maybe adding some of the classic English wrestlers. If you look at Giant Haystacks and Big Daddy, who knows? Bruno Sammartino, Harley Race, those sort of guys will be interesting to really get in, because there are a lot of legends on the game and a lot of them don't really get much of a look in. So to have this sort of universe mode, I think would be pretty cool. Probably looking at like a WWF Championship and an Intercontinental Championship, and probably just a Tag Team Championship. Not quite sure if there will be a women's division, because there wasn't really women's divisions around in this time. So that might take a step back for this one universe mode, but there's other universe modes that will have women's wrestling in them anyway. So again, it's one that I would love to do as part of this year, whether it's one of the first ones we do or a little bit later on, I'm not 100% sure. But I would really enjoy seeing this one, and I know myself and PJ Toby are absolutely chomping at the bit to start writing it, to be honest, because we think it's going to be really, really interesting, and being able to utilise some of these historic guys and relive some of our favourite matches from the history, I think is going to be actually quite fun to do. Oh, go on then, let's ruin the video. Let's have some random person enter. Go on. Leo Rush or something random like that. It's not going to show us, is it? Because we haven't got a Titantron. Yeah, that's another good thing about this, is it will give us a chance to utilise a lot of the old arenas and that sort of stuff as well, which I think again would be a nice little change. Anyway, that is the end of this concept. Of course, if you do want to see this one, please do hit a like and of course subscribe, and of course comment and all that other good stuff to let me know this is one you are interested in. Like I said, I'm sure we will do this one either way, but it'll probably be a little bit later on. I think we'll probably get the majority of the universe modes that we've done concept wise, so if your concept doesn't get picked straight away, don't worry, we will get more or less all of them done before the end of this game, I should imagine, before 2K20 comes out. So, yeah, hopefully this is going to be one that we get to do pretty soon, because I'm really looking forward to getting an idea on this one. Yep, like, subscribe, comment, all that other good stuff, and we'll see you again tomorrow for another SWE concept video. Bye. The 1, 2, 3.